Hello, hello. How are you guys doing today?
Fine, thank you. And yourself? Can you hear me?
Yep,
Okay. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Good.
Super excited for today's workshop.
Yay. My book out. Make some good notes.
Let me just increase my volume. It's a bit low. Hello, hello. This is one of my favorite workshops to conduct. It just gets you so pumped up for the next year. It's just so fun.
Really? Okay.
We did this workshop last year on the same date. It was December 18th, but it was a Saturday.
That's all
So I hope other people are able to join as well. So how was your week?
Good.
Yeah,
Good?
that's good. It was good. I got a sale. Yay.
Yay. That's awesome.
A nice little
On
surprise.
my board.
Woo!
Oh,
I was looking
need to do one
forward
of
to
those.
seeing this.
I need to do one of those.
Tell us about the board.
Well, I focus mainly on the SVGs since that's what I'm doing this year.
Mm-hmm.
I have our mantra on it in a couple places. I want to have 5,000 followers by the end of next year.
Woohoo!
I want to do at least 1,400 monthly. Then I put some quotes that says follow one course until successful. Then I put SVGs, design, 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 and then come up with my name and brand. Then I put design a life that I'll love.
Mm-hmm.
Dream big, work hard, make it happen. Baby steps. I won't be able to afford a cleaning lady and get a new vehicle.
Wow.
Ooh.
And then I put just a bunch of other little things on there. And then I put, if you work on something a little every day, you end up with something that is massive.
I love that.
And then I put the mantra real big.
Cool. Cool.
Wow.
That's wonderful. I love that. That is so inspiring. I mean, if you have that hung on your wall, it's going to be so inspiring to just look at it, where you are going, what's your direction. And that's what we talk about, like right after you guys enroll in the program. I ask you to do like, what's your why? And stick it all around your house so you can have that thing looking at you, inspiring you, and guiding you to move forward, no matter what roadblocks are. So this is such a great step. I can already see you succeeding in no time, Tammy. That is so inspiring. That is so awesome. And I hope everyone else takes this tip from Tammy and implements this in their business as well. Create a vision board so you can get your goals done, achieve your goals, and you can move forward. So thanks for sharing that.
Thank you. The only problem is, as you sit there, you can come up with 1,000,001. I mean, I could have filled like 3 more boards.
Yep, totally. It's so cool, like the way you have put all the quotes, motivational quotes, and then how much you want to make, what goals you want to achieve. Just so perfect.
So I've been waiting for this today to learn more about setting my goals.
Uh-huh. Cool. So let's dive straight in. I hope other people are able to join as we go along. So what was your biggest win of the week?
I was invited to an event at a assisted living place.
Pardon?
Well, I was invited. Oh, I lost everybody. I was invited to assisted living place to do an event. So I went ahead and did it because that's the older generation is closer to my heart. That's where I started out as an LPN working in a nursing home.
Mhm.
And so actually it didn't cost me anything to set up, but I actually sold more than what I've sold at events I paid for.
Wow.
But then the thing that made me feel better was I made these little candy cane wreaths, and then I made a big wreath just for the facility. And just to give that out and give some smiles to some of the residents made me feel good.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Love that. That's wonderful. Beautiful. Cheryl.
Yes. Like I said, I got a sale this week, which felt really good. I just want more and more and more and more and more because constantly. To getting my bundles finally up and trying to get them, and market them and advertise them and so forth. Because I love how they came out. They came out really good. I got to try
Yeah.
different card stocks to see how they do. And one of the card stocks actually surprised me because it's really kind of a low budget card stock, but it actually cut very, very well. And it
Mhm.
just came out so pretty. The color was just pretty. I was like, I was shocked. I was shocked. Because, depending on what card stock you use can make or break a project. When you get a good quality card stock, it just comes out better. But this little cheap one came out very, very good. So I'm just happy with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's great to hear. And I
Yeah.
saw your bundles, so that was your goal for last week, and you accomplished it. Good job.
Oh my goodness. Because then I got them all done. I had about 12. And I thought, why not add the holiday ones in there to make it a mega? I was like, duh. So I did all that. So that was kind of fun trying to play around with that and trying to figure things out. Yeah, so
Yay, good job. Fatima, what was your biggest win?
Hi, I'm just joining as usual. Because win-wise, I've started getting sales on design bundles now. I was waiting for that. So now I've got 3 sales on my design bundle store. So
Yay, good job.
thank you.
Good job. Awesome. So what were your biggest wins for this year? Now you gotta dig deeper. Reflect on what was your biggest win for this year.
I think being approved on design bundles, like to open my store, I had to try a few times. Finally, getting the approval was a big thing for me.
Yay, and you did it. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Big congrats. Yeah, once you're on design bundles, it opens up so many opportunities for you because you can get promoted, you can get selected for bundles. You can start advertising in a design bundles group. There's so much you can do after that. Yeah, there's also, if you participate in the designers group, there's so many opportunities, like they have weekly contest for specific design. They're like, it opens up so many opportunities for you. So big congrats to Fatima.
yay.
Thank you.
Yay.
A
Excited
big
to be
clap. Tammy, what was your biggest win of the year? Doesn't have to be SVG related.
Well, but I feel that is my biggest win, is getting into this program.
Yay. And
and having the support of a group of people, because I don't get much support at home, so it's just nice to have some support to rally me on.
Yay. Woohoo. So glad to have you, and the way you inspire us. That is so amazing. Good job. Cheryl.
I agree with Tammy. I agree. The big win for me was joining this group and just learning something I had never had any idea that I'd be learning. And then starting to get some sales and so forth feels really good.
Woohoo! I'm sure there's a big year ahead of you guys. So let's plan that year. Let's start the year with lots of positive energy and goals for next year. Oh, Leslie is here. Hello,
Oh,
Leslie.
Yeah, long time no see.
We are talking about your biggest win of the year. We'd love to know what was your biggest win of the year. I think you're on mute and we can't see you. All right, so while Leslie is getting that sorted, let's talk about goals, SMART goals. So does anybody know the meaning of SMART goals? I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Hold on.
Yep. Yay.
Hear me now? Hold on.
Yep.
Yes.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Can you see that?
Okay. I don't know why you can't see me. Okay.
What was your biggest win of the year?
Joining the program, that was for me was for the biggest win. That was the biggest far as win that I'm looking for. Like I've always said, my goal was to get 2023 together. So that's what I've been working towards the last 2 months, more than 2 months, for it's definitely sticking to 2023. I have my website and I'll put everything under Leslie Party Supply and Crafts. So that's my biggest.
Cool. Good job.
Thank you.
Big round of applause for Leslie. All right, so now let's get started with the goal setting. So does anybody know the meaning of SMART goals? All right, so let's jump straight in. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Let me do this. Okay, so specific. Your goal needs to be specific. I want to see your faces, so I don't want to make this thing small. Let me see. I can do. Can you guys see the slide clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So specific. So when we are setting goals, I know like a lot of people just go like, okay, I want to sell SVGs next month, or I want to sell SVGs next year, or maybe I want to make some card SVGs, or I want to make some 3D SVGs. I want to make some quote SVGs. So a lot of times our goals are very random and vague. And mostly I come across goals which do not have numbers. And that's where that's why I wanted to introduce the SMART goal setting philosophy, where you can learn how to set specific goals that are also measurable, that you can actually measure based on numbers. Because when you're running a business, everything is about a business. The in your bank account, when you open your app, or when you check your monthly statement, it's in numbers. So that's why we have to always stick to numbers when we are setting our business goals. Maybe if it's something else, like for example, mental health related or something emotional, you can get rid of the numbers. But when it comes to running your business, it has to have numbers in it. Your goals need to have numbers. So first of all, make sure your goals are specific and narrow. So you don't want a random goal. Oh, next month I want to make money. Next year I want to make some money. Make some money. That is too vague. You want to know how much you want to make and how you are going to make it. So when you're saying I want to make money, how are you going to do it? How are you going to achieve it? So I want to make extra income, extra $1,000 per month by selling SVG cut files. So that makes it very specific. So now your brain will function like that. Now you have like a roadmap to start off with. You're not just, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this money? You're not going to be throwing spaghettis on the wall, trying out 10 different types of digital products. You know, like maybe, okay, I want to make money. Let me sell printables. Let me sell coloring pages. Let me sell Procreate brushes. You're not going in 10 different directions. Your goal is that I am going to make money from SVG cut files. That's a specific goal. And then you want to make it measurable. Again, that's all about having numbers. So how are you going to decide and prove that you are making progress? How many SVGs are you going to create? How many sales do you aim for per month? How much money do you want to bring in? So you want to set a specific, have a specific number. Our first month, I want to make, my first target is 50 sales. I want to start off in January. I want to make 50 sales. Or if your shop is not ready, you can set design goals. In January, I am going to release 10 new designs. You want to put a number on it. And later in the slide, I'm going to give you more examples of how to set a measurable goal. And then you want to make sure that your goals are attainable. I can't say, okay, next month I'm going to go to the moon. Not attainable. I mean, doesn't make sense, right? So it should make sense. I can't say, okay, next month, January 2023, I'm going to make $1 million in 1 month. Doesn't make sense. Totally, totally
Unrealistic.
Yeah, unrealistic. That's the word. Totally unrealistic. So you don't want to set this unrealistic goal. Set something that is attainable. Okay, next month, I am going to release 10 designs or 15 designs, not 100 designs. Right?
Right.
So So that's going to tell you how you're going to achieve that goal. And it should be relevant to your long-term goal, to your dreams. What is your purpose? So we're going to dig deeper in this in the next slide. What's the purpose behind starting this business? What's the purpose behind selling SVGs? What's the bigger purpose that you want to achieve? What's the bigger goal that you want to accomplish? For example, some people want to pay off their home loan. Some people just want extra bucks for kids' activities, or I don't know, for vacation. So make sure your goals are relevant to your life, to your lifestyle. It shouldn't make you hate the whole idea of selling SVGs. It should motivate you. It should push you forward and makes you excited, right? And lastly, T stands for time-based. So you should have a specific end date in mind. So for example, in the next 30 days, or maybe in the next 3 months, I'm gonna have, let's say, 50 designs in my shop. So you want to set a specific timeline. So for example, for my summit, which I'm gonna have in Feb, I have like a list of tasks to do, and I need to do each of those by a specific date. So I need to get my presentations. I need to collect all my presentations by January 20th. That's the cutoff time for people to submit their presentations to me. So you want to have a certain specific time to accomplish that goals. For example, we are planning to buy a house, and we don't want to drag the mortgage payment to our entire life. We want to pay off the mortgage in 5 years. That 5 years is our timeline. That's what we're going to set it for. So you want a specific timeline that you are going to achieve this goal in this amount of time. So this will give you an idea of how you are performing. Are you making progress? Are you going fast? Are you going slow? Or are you perfectly aligned with the time? So that's also something you need to keep in mind. Does that make sense? Yeah. Any questions so far? No questions? All right. Now let's talk about your why. Your why. Why do you want to sell SVG? Fatima, you have a question? No. All right. So why do you want to sell SVGs? Having that cute little reason, oh, I like to craft, that's why I want to sell SVGs. That's not going to help you out. That's not going to push you during the time when you're feeling like giving up, when you just want to give up, when you're feeling defeated by all the challenges. That cute little, oh, I'm crafty, so I want to sell SVGs is not going to help you out. You need a very strong, deeper motivation that will push you through all the roadblocks that comes in running a business. What do you want? Do you want financial freedom? Do you want to have fun? Do you want to retire early? Do you want to pay off your home loan? What is it? Or is it like you want to build a generational wealth? It can be anything. So have something very, very strong going on. So when I started my business, I wanted to save up to go to an Ivy League college, which I never went to, but my husband went. But I was able to support my husband to get his degree from the elite most university in Australia. So that's why I started my business. That's what kept me up. That's what kept me going. Even though I had my exams, I had my assignments, I just wanted to make that extra income so I could go to an Ivy League college, save up and go to an Ivy League college. So what is your biggest why? You gotta keep that in mind. Why are you doing this? What is it gonna cost you if you don't show up and do the work? What are you gonna lose? Are you gonna lose your financial independence? You're gonna lose your freedom? How is it gonna affect you? And once you have figured out your big why, you gotta post it everywhere. You gotta have it at the back of your mind. You cannot give up, no matter what. Maybe you're doing this for your kids. I need to save up for my kids' education or for the extracurricular activities. Just a couple of days, I was reading this news. Due to inflation, people have pulled out their kids from school activities. So maybe you want to make extra income to put your kids back into activities and stuff like that. So whatever your big why is, you want to note that down. You want to stick it everywhere that I'm going to sell SVGs to make sure that I accomplish this goal. All right. So quality of successful CEOs. You guys over here are CEOs of your business. You got to start thinking like a CEO. And what do good CEOs, successful CEOs do? They manage their emotions. They don't get trapped in the drama. For example, oh my God, my customer left a bad review. That's the end of the world. I'm never going to sell SVGs. No, you don't want to do that. You want to manage your emotions in a positive way. Somebody stole my design. Oh my gosh, end of the world. That's it. I'm never going to design again. No, that's not what a successful CEO does. You got to manage your emotion. You got to work through all these roadblocks. I know designers who gave up on their business just because people were copying their designs. How can you let other people win? I mean, if you are focused on the end of the tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel, or your big why, then you will not worry about all those negative stuff going on the side. You got to be so laser focused. Okay, somebody copied my design. I'm going to send them LLC. I'm going to deal with it. And I'm still going to keep on creating and publishing designs because my goal is to achieve financial independence in the next 5 years. So no matter what other people are doing, I'm just going to keep on focusing on my goals, right? And second thing you need to do is measure your results. That is why we have the spreadsheet, the SVG business spreadsheet, where every week you're supposed to record the number of designs you created, the number of sales you got, what worked each week, what did not work, what were your emotions? What were your what held you back from achieving those goals? We have a step-by-step masterclass on this as well in the advanced section, along with the spreadsheet. So you got to measure your results every week. Are you doing good? Are you doing bad? What do you need to fix so you can achieve your goal of that week? Do you need to wake up early? Do you need to wake up an hour early? Do you need to, I don't know, sleep late, or maybe cut down your Netflix time? What do you need to do? How are you going to squeeze in that time to accomplish that goal? So got to measure your results, keep a track, because if you don't know how you're performing week to week, then how are you going to know what's your performance every month? Right? So every week you got to check what you are doing. Got to use that spreadsheet to measure your results. Another thing is, successful CEOs don't worry about what's going to happen next week. They plan ahead, 1 year ahead, 5 year ahead, months ahead. So for example, in the next 5 years, I've talked about this on my reels as well. I want to have different types of businesses making passive income. I want to buy laundromats. I want to buy car washes. I want to get into rental property in the next 5 years. So I'm thinking ahead, 5 years ahead, like how much money do I want to make in the next 5 years? 8 figures, 9 figures. So I'm starting to plan for it from today. Right? So that's why I'm doing so many summits next year, so I can buy my first laundromat. That's the goal for next year, get my first laundromat. So how am I going to make all that money? Where am I going to bring that all that money from? From hosting all those summits. And then how much money do I plan on making from each summit? It gets further divided. How many subscribers do I need? How many sales do I need to make? How many page views do I need to get that amount of money? All right, so you got to break it down to bite size, digestible, small sizes, small chunks. And you got to think about future, not next week. You got to plan ahead. That's why we are having this workshop in December rather than January, because we want to plan ahead for 2023. Cool? Any questions?
Okay, since I'm relatively new to like design bundles, I just want to know, like, if I want to say have monthly goals for sales over the next few months, what would I base it on? Like, how would I know what would be a realistic figure? Say, for example, now I've got just 3 sales on my design bundles store, and for me to set a goal for January, like, how would I know what would be a realistic figure for me for January, a sales figure?
So I would say aim for around 20 to 30 sales to start off.
Okay, thank you.
In 1 month, you want to make 20 sales. Or in 1 week, you want to get at least 5 sales. So that's going to be in 4 weeks, 20 sales. All right, so these are some examples of design goals that you can have. So you can have either design goals or you can have income goals. That's totally up to you. All right, so let's say in 1 year, you want to release 2,500 designs. Oh, that's a lot of designs. This is just an example. So you're going to calculate this based on the amount of hours you have and based on how many designs you can create. This is a very unrealistic goal, but this is just an example. So you can have if you're creating design goals, you'll have a yearly target, then you'll have a quarterly target, then you'll have a monthly, and then weekly. That's how you're going to divide it. Let's make this 500. So 500 divided by 4 is 250. No, sorry. 125. So 125 in 1 quarter. $41 designs per month. And 10 designs per week. That's more like doable. So this is, you don't have to set the exact goal. This is just an example. So you can choose your own numbers. How many do you want to release per week? Maybe you want to release 5. Maybe you want to release 4 and spend the rest of the time doing marketing and stuff, creating videos, focusing on promotion. What is it going to be? So that's totally up to you. Or you can have income goals. So you want to make $12,000 from SVGs in 1 year. Then you have your quarterly goal in 3 months. In 1 quarter, you want to make 3,000. Per month, you want to make 1,000. Per week, you want to make 2,500. So calculate this based on what your personal goals are. Maybe for you, it could be in the next whole year, you want to make $2,000 from SVGs. And it's going to start off small, right? Because when I started my business, my online business, I was barely making $50 per month. And in the first year, I probably made just around $500. And now I'm making 6 figures. So it takes time, but you got to set your goals so you can achieve them. So how many designs how many sales do you need to get if you want to make $250 in 1 week? So if you're selling each design for $4.50, you got to get 55 sales. So you look at your number of sales. Okay, looks like, so that's why we have that weekly spreadsheet, right? So let's say you enter for the first week, you just got around 25 sales. Then you go back and you look at it. Okay, what do I need to do? Maybe I need to increase the number of promotions. Maybe I need to do a live video. Maybe I need to post a tutorial video. What do I need to do to get those sales? So that's how you're gonna look at your results and reflect and make changes as you move forward. Any questions? Cheryl?
I was, when you said that, I was looking at the keep promoting, and I'm thinking of the designs that have been selling, and one is the I love you hand, the very first 3D one I did,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's the main one, I think. And it says keep promoting. It kind of feels redundant to have to do this, and I'm posting the same thing, whatever, but you are adding different twists on how I can market it. So that the question just got answered real nicely. So
Okay, another thing I'm gonna mention is if you don't have, especially for those of you who are watching later on, and you're just starting out, if you don't have around 50 designs in your shop, I would say focus more on getting those designs out. Build your inventory before you worry about sales.
Gotcha. Excellent.
So,
okay.
so once you have 50 in your shop, now you can start promoting those designs, and then you can start measuring the results. You can drive traffic, and then you can measure your results, how many sales you're getting, because then people have a lot of different designs to look at and a lot of different designs to shop around, right? And then once you have around 100 designs in your shop, you can move to the next step, which is to start to launch your email list, to start building your email list. So use those things as a benchmark. If you don't have enough designs in your store, I would first and foremost focus on building your inventory. Any other questions?
I have a question. What's a realistic goal for a design bundle far as applying? I had put, before you started, quarterly and yearly. I was thinking maybe quarterly. I know far as just Etsy or far as for me. I actually like the breakdown of goals because I had already put this in prior to this meeting. But what's a realistic, far as time frame you would suggest someone to apply to design
bundles? So design bundles is more about your presentation and your designs, like high quality designs. So those are some things that they look at, and they want some sort of traction in your shop, like probably have a couple of sales coming in. I would say around, if once you have gotten 100 to 150 sales, that shows that you're serious and you have built a reputation for your shop, and that's what they're actually looking for: your number of sales, number of reviews that you're getting. So once you start getting that traction and you have like around 30 to 50 designs in your shop and they all look presentable, they have proper branding, and they look professional, then you can go ahead and apply for design bundles.
And you said once you create 100 designs, then you can start to build your email list?
100 sales.
Yep.
Okay, so you don't suggest like a landing page to start collecting the email addresses from the beginning?
I would say, because since everyone here, I'm assuming, has a full-time job and lots of stuff on their plate, first and foremost, you want to focus on building your inventory. So and if you have extra time so that it's not overwhelming for you, I would say if you have a lot of extra times on your hand, you can start building your email list as well. But it can get very overwhelming with a full-time job to manage all of these stuff. So that's why I suggest that wait till you get at least 100 designs in your shop, and then you can start focusing on building your email list.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Any other questions? So there were a couple of questions on Instagram that I can answer now. Okay, Coral asked a couple of questions. Where to or what tools do I need in order to get started with an SVG business? So you would need to have Affinity Designer software, or that's what I teach and I recommend. And it costs just $50 to get started with, or you can go for Adobe Illustrator if you don't mind paying for the subscription, which is $19 per month. So these are the two software that I recommend. Can you just use Procreate? Yes, you can use Procreate, but the steps with Procreate, there are lots of hoops to jump. I don't use Procreate. I have used Procreate to create some designs. For example, I buy brushes. Procreate has really nice brushes that you can use to create designs, and then you have to convert them into SVGs and properly edit them, fix all the nodes. What do you say? Make it perfect. What's that word that you would use? Align it with the, not align. There's a word. To make something much better. Polish it. Yeah. Polish it. Polish your SVG. Get rid of all the extra nodes and make it easy for the machine to cut it out. So you're obviously going to need illustration software besides Procreate. Yes, I would highlight. So another question is, do I need any kind of short courses in graphic designing to understand what formats I need to create SVGs? So I would highly recommend, if you have a set amount of time that you want to accomplish your goals, for example, going back to your big why do you want to sell SVGs? So for example, I want to achieve financial independence in the next 5 years. So if you have that goal set, then you need to, it'll be easier for you to achieve that goal by investing in a program, by learning from someone who has been there, done that. Just the other day, I was reading this email from one of my coaches, and she wrote, every decision comes with a price tag. If you don't invest in a program, you're paying a price for that as well. You're paying a price by staying stuck and not moving forward. You're paying a price by wasting your time and slowing down your growth. So it's up to you what price you want to pay. And the last question is, I haven't quite worked out my niche. So that's totally fine. It takes a couple of days or months to figure out what you really want to do. So once you start designing, you start experimenting, you can slowly figure out what's in demand. You can use the strategies that I cover in my program to learn what you need to create, what's in demand, and how to find out what's in demand and start creating designs based on that. So those were the couple of questions. Any other questions? Sorry. Any other questions from you guys? Are you guys all hyped up for next year?
Yes.
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 All right. So quiz time. What goals did you set for next year? Or do you want a couple of minutes to set your goals? Then we can go over them. And then we'll end this class. And I'll see you guys in the next year.
Oh, you want to know the goals?
Yeah.
I set 10 designs a week. And actually I needed this today because I had already mapped out the goal. And then far as my goal, far as time committed to SVGs, which is far as Sundays, after coaching class. So after that, after this class, then until 12 noon, I focus on SVG. And that's what I will do because I have a schedule. So I incorporated that over 2 weeks ago. So sales, I mean, since you had already did one based off of 10, I mean, I think that's more than realistic, but I'm not going to set the bar there.
Cool. I love that. And I love how you have set out specific time in your week to work on your SVGs. Wonderful. Great job. Awesome. Next, who wants to go next? Or if you want more time?
I'll go next because I think my phone battery is gonna die. Right. My goals, I want to first set design goals and say 10 new designs per month. And once I have 50 designs up on my shop, inshallah, then I want to aim at 20 sales per month.
All right. So how many designs do you have in your shop right now?
Now I think about 11 or 15, something like that. In the new shop, the design knowledge.
And on Etsy?
See, I have more. See, I've been having really low sales on Etsy over the last few months, actually. So I thought I'm going to instead concentrate on my
Design bundle store.
promoting design bundle. So yeah.
All right. And what's your income goal per month?
So I've set 20 sales per month for after I reach 50 designs. So income goals would be associated with that then, given that it's like $4 mostly per design. Yeah, so if it's 20, that would be $80. But then I don't know, it would be on discount as well, right? Most of the time.
Yeah.
So let's say $75 at least. Let's try.
All right.
After hitting $50, 50 designs per month. I mean.
Okay, great. Yeah. Who's next?
Okay. Well, mine for the year is to get up to 1,400 a month. So to start out, once I start designing, which I'm not there yet, would be probably around 110 a month to start out, and then gradually build it up to the 1,400 by the end of the month.
All right. Cool. Perfect. That's amazing. Cheryl.
I need some more time to process. I gotta
All right, no worries. So any other questions? Okay, homework for today. Everybody post your goals for next year in the Facebook group. Can everybody do that?
Yes.
All right, I'll be tagging everyone. And first I'll wait for everyone to post themselves. And if I don't see it, I'll tag everyone.
Okay.
Can I just post my vision board, or do I need to post written thing?
I would love to see both. I love that vision board. That is so inspiring.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So what was your biggest takeaway from today's workshop?
Mine was the specificity of building my inventory to at least 50 designs and then 100 designs. And then that gives me because I do want to get on design bundles. That gave me a nice workable goal, plan to actually at some point apply for design bundles. So yeah, that was a really huge takeaway for me right there.
Great, great.
Yeah. And also the fact that after I get to 100 designs, then I can actually focus on the email list, because trying to do that now is just, so my focus is on my designs.
All right, great, great to hear that you have found clarity.
Yes.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I like how you explained how to break them down into quarterly and monthly, because sometimes when you just look at the overall yearly figure, it can be a bit overwhelming, and you start to question yourself whether it's realistic or whether it's attainable. But once you break it down and it comes into like smaller numbers, smaller group, it's like a step-by-step approach. Then yeah, it doesn't sound so overwhelming.
Yep, that's correct. Great. Who wants to go next?
I can go next. I like the reminder of narrowing down and more measurable results, because I'm great at like setting a goal, but then like how to get there or what you do, you forget. It's almost like a bunch of sticky notes and then you don't do anything that day. So I definitely found for me, because it's very frustrating when you think you're going to achieve these things, but you haven't written down any way or how you're going to get to achieve it. So you feel like you wasted. I know for me, I can only speak for myself, that you wasted your time, or that you being a failure because you can do it, but you wind up not doing anything. So when you have measurable goals and narrow down on how you get, it's more easy to achieve. So I think for me, I needed that reminder, because I had the goals, but they were definitely not narrowed or measurable down. They were like, oh, I want to do it. But it's not like, okay, how many of this I need to do, or what do I want to do? So
Cool, wonderful. That's great. So now you can celebrate your mini wins and feel excited about your big goal. Yay, I'm getting there.
bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Tammy.
Well, I liked all of about breaking down and stuff, but I got to take a step back, and I need to first break down how I'm going to approach the program, because my vision board's based on what I want to see by the end of the 2023. But I need to, since I'm not very far in the program, I need to first say, okay, I want to accomplish this many pages in the handbook, or this many assignments in the handbook in this amount of time. So I'm going to have to break it down to there first, and then go to these other goals.
Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah.
All right, that's wonderful. So is everybody feeling excited to jump on their goals and get started with 2023?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's end the call with our mantra. I'm gifted, I'm
Good,
talented,
I'll
I'm
make
gonna make
full-time
full-time
living
income from SVG.
selling SVGs.
Yep, now one at a time. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. I'm gifted, I'm talented, and I will make a full-time living selling SVGs.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Who wants to go next? With energy. I
I
want to
will.
see excitement. Oh,
I will. I'm gifted, I'm talented. I'll make a full-time living selling SVGs.
yes. Leslie.
I'm laughing. I'm feeling the energy from you guys. That's fine. I'm gifted, I'm talented, and I will make a full-time living with SVGs.
Yay. Woo! Round of applause.
And I got the time right, so I miss you guys, but now I got the time.
Yay.
Clap for yourself, everyone. Good job for showing up. Good job for setting your goals. All the best for next year. I'll see you guys next year, same time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you in 2023.
Happy New Year.
Have
Happy
a blessed
New Year
holiday.
and happy
Yeah.
holidays.
Bye-bye.
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 Oh my goodness.